Hey, yo guys, it's Ryu. Welcome back to another video. In this Behind Mine, we're going to break down the first of 5 character videos in the Plankie series, aka Plankie, the plank to save them all. First off, how did I even make Plankie? Honestly, it's a really stupid answer. The famous Fortnite YouTuber Laserbeam did these Reddit Photoshop videos where he said this.
It's a US soldier plank. He fought Nazis.
That one line created all of this. I made Plankie on Skindex way before I started YouTube or the Nomad. Here's actually a clip of when I toured the first ever Nomad server, and there was a sign at my base that read RPB for Ruby, Plankie, and Buddy, who was my pet fox at the time. Minecraft Fox. I feel like ever since Angelo's video, I need to clarify that I'm not talking about real life dead pets. But anyways, I didn't know that military piece of wood was actually a real character called Plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie until years later, which is kind of funny since I made my own character from it. But here is the full breakdown of Plankie, the plank to save them all. To be honest, I forgot why I made Plankie Cajun, but I think it was inspired by the originals because it made me realize how old and exotic that city is. His name is Alistair Alexander. Alistair was of course inspired by Hazbin Hotel, and I saw this one piece of fan art that was really cool. It was Alistair as half demon, half human, and it was headcanon that Alistair was alive in the early 1900s. So since Plankie was alive during that time, I want Alistair to be his mentor.
Wait, you were invited here by Alistair?
I wanted to make it clear that Alistair is this big hotshot deal and that everyone loves him because I want to give him the classic devil trope of a charming and deceiving man behind the horns.
Before he joined the Great War?
This video couldn't have happened without my sophomore and junior year history teacher. He was the one that taught me all the history in this video, including the fact that World War I used to be called the Great War. The song Alistair is singing is a Hazbin Hotel inspired song named Insane by Black Griffin, which also inspired his character a lot. And of course the song was the 1920 version, which sounded a bit more old and jazz-like. A lot of songs in these character videos moving forward have a deeper meaning than they just sound nice. There's a quick shot of another Plank character from the Nomad named Plankie Blazer, because in Nomad episode 100, PB says,
"He was my best friend."
I love plank people. You're all good fighters.
"Wow, I wonder why that is," as his Plank best friend is literally in the background.
I want you to be my acolyte.
I heard that word once in Legacies, and now it's my new favorite word for Apprentice.
You're gonna be the new great evil.
This line sets the theme for the rest of the Plankie series, because slowly but surely, he becomes this. The song that plays during the training montage is called I Wanna Be Like You, because that's how Plankie feels about Alistair. And in the end, he becomes just that. At the beginning, he's horrible, but at the end, he even beats Alistair. But he's still scared of fire, which ties to when he reconnects with Alistair over 100 years later on the Nomad. In episode 100, Alistair places the fire, which scares away Plankie, but then in episode 130, Plankie says, "I'm not afraid anymore," as he walks through the fire to show his growth. But anyways, back to the actual character video. Plankie only does the swimming training once because that's the only thing he's good at from the start. Alistair can't see Plankie even though the camera can, because this foreshadows that plank people can camouflage, and I don't know, probably will later in this video. Alistair wields an axe because in the future, his weapon of choice is a hell-forged axe.
My 2 weeks vacation is over.
The only reason Alistair got this 2-week military leave is because of how respected he was as a soldier. But he also brought PB back home with him because that was his best friend. Alistair has a wither rose on his grave because that's what he is, a withered rose.
Now some words from Alexander's right-hand man,
aka Plankie Blazer. We're now in World War II, and that training finally comes in handy because he dodges every single bullet and kills all the Germans. And yes, he does stand in the sun just to aura farm. This plan of yours better work. Okay, you're probably wondering, why is Joseph Stalin here? Well, fun fact, during World War II, the US and Soviet Union worked together to defeat Nazi Germany. You walk a bit funny though. So it's like a thing that trained KGB officers walk weird, so this is a hint to that. What the? Since there's so much speculation about Hitler's death, I thought it would be funny to have my own twist where a character called the Last Jew kills Hitler for vengeance. Plankie looks very confused why the tree isn't falling down, cause Minecraft physics. Also note that he's now bulkier than before.
One little bomb. That's what they told me it was.
Even the Americans that made the bomb didn't know how big or impactful the nuke on Hiroshima was gonna be.
Plankie.
200,000 people.
Elani doesn't back up because she knows Plank would never hurt her.
What's the date today?
August 17th. Why?
Today's my birthday.
My birthday is on the 17th, so is his.
How about you stop blabbering and just ask me out already?
Unlike Angelo and Bianca's puppy love, Plankie and Mrs. Plankie are a lot more forward and there's a lot more tension.
Just one last war for our people.
Plankie genuinely wants Korea to be the last war. Plankie and PB never met until the Nomad, but they were right next to each other in Korea. In the montage of New Orleans, we see this building. That is the exact same building the bar is in at the beginning.
A bell?
So the real reason Plankie has a bell necklace is because when I made Plankie in 7th grade, a girl gave me a bell. So canonically, his wife gave him one too. And the song that plays in the background during this scene is called The Witch Queen of New Orleans, because, well, I think that you can figure out that one on your own.
It was a headshot.
Plankie is a good shot, but he missed when trying to impress his wife because he was nervous.
It's called the Ravager. Very popular on this side of the world.
As mentioned in a previous video, I like to think the Nomad is somewhere in the middle of Asia and North America. So that's why we're seeing mythical creatures like Ravagers in Asia. I think the Ravager was a paid actor, because why in the world is he doing trick shots?
Do it.
PB says at the beginning of the video,
Today was the day I lost my brother. There's no greater pain in the world.
and we finally see Plankie experience this with Rico. And to make matters worse, the VC has fun killing Rico by repeatedly shooting him even after he's dead.
He's messing with the wrong person.
It's never shown, but the book Plankie reads is a tip that FBI agent Joseph gave to the Vietnamese, because as we learn later, Joseph wanted Plankie to die in that jungle. The song that plays during the Pike scene is called Unfair, because what happened to his men was unfair. The sound in the background after Plankie kills Agent Joseph is called Tao's Hum, and this is played in the future whenever Plankie is going crazy.
Why would I give money to a baby killer?
Sadly, that's the type of backlash real Vietnam soldiers had to face when coming home. Also note how Plankie is now really skinny because as a homeless person, he's not really eating. There it is, the full breakdown of Plankie the Plank to Save Them All. I could have gone into a lot more detail if I really want to, but fact is, some things are supposed to just be kind of picked up by context clues, you know? The Plank to Save Them All changed the direction on how I make character videos. Because from here on out, I posted nothing but bangers, bro. And to hear me talk about said bangers, you'll just have to like, subscribe, and turn on all of your post notifications. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace.